Hi mga Marites, and this time I wanted to share with you on how to make or how I was invited for an interview without applying for an interview, for a job. Actually this time, guys, pasensya na, may ano pa ako, may hangover pa ako ng interview ko last week at we this time I have to try to speak in all English because we have friends all over the place. We have from Spain, Japan, and Vietnam. To all my classmates at UX Google Design, this is the secret that you're asking for. You're asked for this on how I made my resume that recognized by our recruiter. So please stay tuned and I'll be sharing to you shortly. Okay, see you later. Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna talk about how to make an effective resume. These are the things that you need to know. So if you're not a subscriber yet, please do like and subscribe my YouTube channel and put your comments, suggestion, or questions on the comments down below, especially after watching this video. Okay, so let's get started. So what you need to know about this? Okay, there are some things that you don't need to disclose in your resume, but what are those information that you don't need to disclose? And then what is ATS? What is ATS? How does ATS make an impact on your job application, on your resume, on your profile on LinkedIn or in Indeed? Then what is resume tagline? And we'll also talk about how to make a summary of qualification that really notice, that really works, and how to create duties and responsibilities, when to use the past tense and when to use the present tense in making a resume. Is this really just in the bullets or it just a long sentence? How to do that? Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, to give you a little background about this content, how did I come up on this content? Last week, I was invited for an interview that I didn't apply for. And then, yes, and during the interview from the recruiter, I asked him, how did he know that I'm existing? So, um, he gave me, he is a career coach, also a global entrepreneur, and yeah, he explained it to me then how they screen and select all the applicants before they called someone for an interview. So this time I'll give you an example and see and secret formula on how I made my resume that you can also use this even if you're a fresh grad, even if you're um, finding a job, especially here in Canada, or if you want to find a job in a global market, if you want to find a job in a big company, because they are using the ATS. So, to give you more about that, so let me first show you here what are the things that you don't need to disclose on your resume. Okay, mostly on the Filipinos, most Asians. Um, we are putting this on a resume, which is really crucial, and it's really not necessary because especially here in Canada, they are trying not to discriminate others. So you don't have to disclose your sexual preferences. So even if you're ABCD, you're still welcome to apply. And your marital status, actually, it is your right not to disclose that, especially if you're divorced or a single mom or it's complicated. You don't need to disclose that. And then your religion, to make it equal, um, no need to reflect that on your resume, especially your SIN number. because SI number, it all the data, all the information on you is linked on your SIN. So don't share that, especially on resume. Okay. So next, you might be surprised that character references are not required to reflect on your resume. Yes. Why? Because due to the privacy issue as well. When you input your character reference, you usually, you're putting their name and their contact number and their company and their position, right? So this is not required in your resume. Actually, if you're get hired and if you're already selected or you've been screened after that interview, they will ask you if you have a character reference that they need to talk to. Meaning, you need to ask permission first to the person that you are taking as your character reference before giving that to the recruiter. So don't disclose that and post that worldwide. So it's a privacy issue. So give time to um, get a permission for the person to the person, and then tell to your recruiter, yeah, it's fine with him. So that's it. Okay. So, and also don't put your beneficiary, especially here in Canada. Here in Canada, you are all required and you are all encouraged to get an insurance, and being have an insurance is really a big money that you can get from insurance. It's really um is you're putting on the risk of your beneficiary if you're letting them that they are your beneficiaries. So don't put your beneficiary's name on your resume. And then also, there's no age limit, especially here in Canada. No age limit required here. No need to put your age. Okay. Next, also, no need to put your picture. No need to, special before we need to do the 2 by 2. No, this time no need to put your picture. And then especially don't put your parents' name. Same for privacy and security issue. And then also your driver's license number. Don't put that. You can I think you just need to indicate driver's license or driver's license holder. That's it. So you don't have to disclose your license number. And then even your hobbies. Actually, there's a technique on how could you showcase your hobbies that would get noticed, not the usual thing. I'll teach you later on how to showcase your hobbies in a professional manner, even if you're a fresh grad. Okay, so no period as well on your resume. Don't put period on that. No using of I or my. And then this is important. Be good in social media. So before passing this on all before submitting your resume, go back first on your social media. See your posts, what are the words that you said on the Facebook. Actually, all things that are posted cannot be erased. So be careful, okay? So who you are on say social media. So if you are looking for a job and you want to get a job, maybe that's the reason why you're not called. They are having getting your background check on on your social media. It's not all about your NBI or police clearance this time. It's on your social media. So check out your TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And yeah, so remember that. Next thing. So this time we'll talk about what is ATS. Actually, okay. ATS, this is a applicant tracking system. It is software that it's a it's an application that enables the electronic handling of recruitment and hiring needs. An ATS can be implemented or assessed online at enterprise or small business levels, depending on the needs of the organization. Okay, this is how they do it. They're uh, plotting their minimum requirements, duties and responsibilities that they're looking for an applicant. So it's already plotted. What they did is that all all profiles in LinkedIn or Indeed or in JobStreet, they will just run this job application with that ATS software. So what will gonna happen is all the keywords that would match on their ATS will be called for an interview. So the more keywords that you use in your resume give you a chance to be noticed. So, but how can I do that? So, okay, without further ado, okay, how to make a summary of qualification. Actually, making a resume, just try to maximize it in 1 or 2 page, maximum 2 pages. But it's hard, right? Especially if you're working for more than a decade, your accomplishment or the companies that you have worked for. So this time, you need to hook that recruiter or employer in just a glance of your summary of qualifications, and I'll be sharing it with you on how can you do it. So you have to prepare 5 to 8 bullets of your qualifications. And on the first bullet, you can just state the number of years of your experience in on your field, and then later on, I'll give you an example on how to do it. And then on the second to the um, fifth line of your summary of qualifications, you need to highlight your achievements, skills, and experience that is relevant to the position. So did you notice that? I'm always saying that that is relevant to the position, meaning you have to tailor your resume depending on the job description that is presented on the job post. You can also do like a generic resume, and then much better if you would tailor all the qualifications that they need that you think you possess those, but meaning you have to highlight that on your summary of qualifications. And then on the last bullet, you can include your proficiency in language. If you know, actually, on the language, it would be better if you will, for example, if you're in the Philippines, it's okay. It's okay to indicate that you are no dialects, like any dialects that you are proficient or you know how to use that. It's okay because a recruiter in the Philippines also they want someone that is relatable. You know, sometimes when I was in the Philippines, I'm doing that. I'm looking for a Bisaya. I'm looking for a Ilocano. It's a mixture. It's a Manning mix. I'm using that. But here in Canada, if you are finding or making a resume, it's only French and English or Spanish is relevant to indicate on your resume. Okay. So next, we're gonna talk about this is what I'm telling you um, about how to do the first bullet. Okay, so on your first bullet, you have to include your years of experience, roles, and industry. For example, in my one of the bullets is 12 years of experience in restaurant management with diverse experience using SAP, Tableau, and MS Suite. If you want to replace that, for example, you are a cashier and you want to apply for a food service attendant here in Canada, you can also revise this as 12 years or, for example, 5 years, 5 years of experience restaurant, restaurant, food service restaurant with diverse experience in, you can put out service, customer service in cashiering, inventory, all the skills that like a top skill that you have for the 12 years that you really mastered on that. Just like you are you are like they said is what that word, I forget it. It's I'll, I'll tell you later. Okay. Next, you can also reverse it. This time, put first your roles and then the number of years. For example, you're also a business analyst. You're a business analyst with 3 years of experience in researching and analyzing trends on identifying key performance metrics to drive sales, improve marketing plans, and streamline business processes. Have you noticed that there's a lots of special and really powerful keywords that is used on this line, like researching and analyzing trends, identify key performance metrics, drive sales, improve marketing plans, and streamline business process. With only this line, you already give an idea to the recruiter, to your employer, or who you are without even reading your employment history. We just only looking on this line to really catch their attention. On the first 2 minutes on reading your resume, reading with this description, you will really get noticed. So for more, you can also include your um, relevant skills. For example, you're applying for in a marketing, even for a sales executive, something like that. You can use this one. This also works for a data clerk. Okay, listen. With proven abilities in customer experience management, so you already showcase your customer service on that. Sales building, meaning you know about marketing. Strong background in office management, meaning you are good in office management. If you're doing applying for a data clerk, something like that, and document system and information dissemination. If you're a manager, you're doing this, right? This is this is not a super science. This is not a rocket science. It is a normal thing that you're doing every day as a manager. If you're a manager, you can also use this when you are if you want to apply as a manager here in Canada. Try this one for your Canadian employer. Next in line is how could you reflect your awards and recognition, and how did you get it? For example, you are a fresh grad and you are nominated or awarded as the best thesis of the year with the collaboration of the Philippine Carabao of the Philippines. That's an example. But what if you are your work in a food service and you want to highlight that you are awarded as a gold store? You can highlight that and it will give and the your employer will get curious. How did you get it? You know, the more you use these words, the more they want to know more about you, so they will invite you for an interview. Next in line, so you can also expand your commonly used skills. For example, these are the skills that you just learn it by yourself. You just like your hobby. It's only your hobby, and then it turns out that it seems like it's become your passion. Like that, it is the things that you really want to do again and again. Like you don't feel tired doing it. So how can you do that? Just write it there. Passionate on creative. This is mine. This is mine. So you can use this as an example. Passionate on creative design with Canva, video editing, blogging, and content creation for paid advertisement on YouTube and Facebook. On this single paragraph, on this single paragraph, I already showcase that I know about editing, designing on Canva. I already showcase on about I know something about video editing and blogging. Even they didn't ask me. They have an idea that these are the things that I'm doing on my free time, or I have, you have another skill that would help their business. So you can use this. Next, how to make that duties and responsibilities. Okay, before that,
On your employment history, you just need to indicate the company name and the sector, business sector, for example, fast food industry, or for example, head hotel and restaurant, and then slash the city, not the whole address of the business. You just need, for example, it's Manila, Philippines, or Vancouver, BC. That's it. And then um, on the later part, or on the side, or on the below of that words, that phrase, you can indicate the period of your employment. So how to do your duties and responsibilities. So you just need to put an action that took a positive impact to the organization. Just dig into it. Y- Maybe you're not aware that you have something, you have something that you already contributed on the company, and tell that. Be a storyteller on your resume in a short manner that really catch their attention. Okay, so give you an example how to do that. First, start with the action word, and then followed by describe what you did, and then on the later part, state the result on on of what you did. So to elaborate on that, I'll give you an example. So this one, okay, this is one of my um, duties and responsibilities when I was in um, Chowking or Mang Inasal. Actually, there are actually for two or three bullet points is enough. Okay, so if you have 10 there, you can just compress. Okay, so an example, designed and delivered local marketing campaigns that resulted in significant increase on the frequency of guest visit and attracted new guests that contribute to the 20% sales increase versus last year performance. So what is the action word here? I use the word design and delivered, and then I describe on how I made it by through local marketing campaigns. And what is the result? It resulted to the high frequency guest visits, and yeah, it much better if you have a metric words, or like for example 20% discount. Okay, put some figures to quantify the measure of success on the action that you'd made. Okay, next, one more example. Engage with 1,500 customers daily by accurately taking their orders, explaining current promotion, and assessing customer needs to make satisfying product and brand recommendations. So, where's the action word here? Engage. So, have you noticed that? I use the word 1,500 plus. It's a figure that quantify the success, meaning it's much better use that how many percent, um, all the quantifiables, customers daily, wait, and how I did it, taking their orders by describe the action that you made, explaining customer promotions, assessing customer needs to make satisfying product and brand recommendations. So you could read this one. It's not like a hard thing, right? This is the, for example, if you are a manager, um, or you're doing this every day, right? So you just need to compress and make that. What are the things that you made that that resulted a big impact? So what's the results here? It results here that it gives a brand recommend, make a satisfying product, that make a satisfying product and brand recommendations. So that's the result. Okay, one more time. This one, I use the word collaborates with other digital marketer created compelling design and marketing ads through paid ads promotion on YouTube and Facebook. The result to increase traffic and converted leads. So I use the word collaborates. Why I did not use collaborated? Because I am still doing this, meaning it's still ongoing. It's you use this present tense when you are still doing this task. But if this task is already ended and you stop doing this, you can change that with collaborated. So be careful on that. If you are still hired, if you're still on the job doing this, use the word the present tense like collaborates. Yeah. Mm, use the word es on the letter and then change that into past tense once you're done doing that. So where's the verb? The collaborates, and then I use the word compelling design. How this is my how this is I describe on how I made it create by creating compelling design and marketing ads through paid ads on YouTube and Facebook. What's the result? That resulted to increased traffic and converted leads. So, yeah, right? So, this time I'm gonna share it with you what are the words that you might be using all over again. So, have you noticed how many times you did you see the word hardworking, good, team player, self-motivated, and help? There are still I'll be sharing it with you the other or most powerful or most search words that is really powerful. You can use this word superb, passionate, collaborates, reputable, exceptional, valuable, unique. So, yeah. So, I hope you learned from this session. And yes, if you have any question, please type type it now and I'll try to answer that as soon as I can, as soon as I could. Okay? So, thank you for watching. And please, if you learned something about this video, please do like and subscribe. And if you have friends or you have relatives or other marites that you want to share it with, this is really useful and this really works. Okay? Please like and subscribe this YouTube channel. And then thank you for watching. So please find our video that is helpful. And if you're looking for a motivational content on how to think and grow rich and how to have a millionaire mind, I'm teaching this on all my videos. I'm creating videos that really empowering, and one of this is like how to be successful, and one of this is this one. You'll get start to find a job, and congratulations for making a decision to revise your resume. Okay? So, see you next time on my next blog. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.